Hey everybody. There are a lot of videos here about the Chris Gilbert issue where he was pushed into the water. And the family has spoken now. They've made statements saying, hey, guess what? The other part of his so called friends, that the friends allegedly knew that he couldn't swim. And so the mother, they're saying that they received a phone call from a white female and she was crying and said that he fell into the water. And then it was determined that no, he didn't fall into the water. He was pushed. Then the mother said, well, they knew he couldn't swim. I mean, these are reports that are surfacing. So I have to say allegedly. So she said they knew that he couldn't swim. Uh, got a little problem though. One of the friends told her, well, ma'am, I didn't know he couldn't swim. So somebody's lying. Somebody is lying. And I doubt it's the mom. More than likely the kids. Now, here's the thing about it. And I was just searching and I said, wow, here's a part that's interesting to me. I was looking and I was like, wow, like when a black woman does something, one thing, and I remember seeing it, I think it was was it Francis Welsing? And one thing is so true about our group. If we do something, we are so, I think, just we've been taught to want to be, we have this false, as Dr. Claude Anderson says, delusion of inclusion. And we'll jump on the bandwagon quick. Oh, you should not did that's embarrassing. Oh, you should not did. Oh, no, you gotta pay for that. And I said, wow, this is interesting. I don't see a lot of videos by Caucasian content creators talking about this horrible woman and what should happen to the one that pushed him into the water. No one, he quote, couldn't swim. Where is the condemnation? Now you may see a few comments, people choosing different avatars, things like that. Their picture for their identity. You may see that, but it's like, wow. But on us, boy, we'll drag each other down to the ground and back. Talk about code. And here's the sad thing. Talk about delusion of inclusion. You really think things have changed just because you see some signs taken down that a lot of us don't, I don't remember seeing that. We weren't born then, but we know that happened. Sometimes we have a false sense of reality. Why hasn't she been arrested? Again, any if you get into the water and you hold your breath, you're gonna come back up. A person can't swim probably won't know to hold their breath when they go into the water. That's why they didn't come back up. And nobody jumped in. And there's quite a few people. Look like, if I trying to remember, was it maybe, it looks like to me between maybe at least between 5 or 7 people on that dock. Nobody stepped in, and they tried to save him. You must have tried hard enough, because the report shows that a bystander jumped in and gave CPR. So much for your friends, Becky and them. Our people are like children, so gullible. I'm sorry to say. People got mad about that. There was a popular content creator on here, and he had a man that said about the black community, and people got all upset. Well, hell, it's true. Some of our people are very delusional, like children, just gullible. They smiled at me, but on each other, we always keep that third eye out. But get around those other folks, and oh wow, we just relaxed as a cucumber. Look what happened. Thrown, pushed into the water. And nobody jumped in. Can Becky swim? Why didn't Miss Feminine, fit, submissive, not jump in when she pushed him in and saw he submerged? Was Miss Fit Feminine waiting for a fatality? How the hell they stood there on that dock is beyond me. What the? I can't. You got to be kidding me. Where's the outrage from her community? See, they don't drag each other like we do. We fight and box up every day. Where's the outrage from the majority in society, from the Caucasian group? Where's the outrage? They're not going to drag her. See, here's the one thing, and especially black men when they get some money or they think they're on a come up, here's the one thing you really don't understand. A lot hasn't changed. I've been telling you how they have a playbook. You haven't figured that out by now, then I don't know what to tell you. They've been having a playbook. Hello, readers or leaders like Sarah Rector, they've been having a playbook. You think? Put the shoe on the other foot. Man, let a black man push a white female in the water like that. Ooh, woo. Attempt at murder. Man, they be filing charges. But here's what some of our people don't get. You think because you can, old times have changed and oh, that's old school. Especially sometimes, we think we get educated and all of that. And then you get that little reminder. You get that wake up call. Heck, it's a blessing he woke up. But here's what you don't get. This here is what I see as your modern day. Boop. Where's she at? Right here. Right here. You can pretty much change. Only this time the black man survived. Around them folk, as they say. Remember when they said they found that was subpoena for her? Decades old, and it wasn't even served. If a black woman did something wrong to a non-black person, man, that community give up in a heartbeat. She should have known. No, we can't be having that now. Ooh, wow. Give you up quick. Not that I'm saying anybody should before crime, but I'm letting you know how people operate. Just like that with Emmett Till, those black women, by the way. Hey, what's this? Is this a subpoena? Was this for her? A warrant or something to be arrested? What's this? Whoever pushed Chris, the young man with a master's in what? Biology sciences, don't get the same treatment. She gonna get the same protection. The same protection. Wow, they've been having a code and a playbook, and it's not one of self-hatred. There are women can be tricking for the past 15, 20 years. And they'll hold her up, or had a bad life. And then they'll find some joker to marry her. A black woman can know a black man for 6 months and slept with him after the first 2 or 3. This right here is another little lesson for you, for the ones that don't get it. They have a code. They don't go against their own. She will have the same protection as Carolyn Bryant. Again, put the shoe on the other foot and see what happened. Oh, would have been arrested. But hasn't been arrested. I wonder why. She's called a mom. And now they're saying it's, oh, he fell in. What you crying hysterically for? Is a cry really real? If you care so much and you reportedly called the mother crying hysterically, why didn't you hop your swimming ass up in there and grab him out? You didn't do that. Why? Why didn't you do that? Oh, he fell in the water. And what did you do, Becky? I watched for 20. What did you do, Becky? Did you stand there and watch for 20 minutes? What's your accomplishment? Jealousy is real. So our people sometimes will get with other cultures and we want them to think that, oh, I'm not average, I'm accomplished, and you think somebody happy for you or want to be connected to you. They have failures in that group too. Or some may think, oh man, he gonna try to come up. Why isn't that white female, that allegedly pushed him into the water? Again, what you calling the mother for hysterically crying? And then, girl, are you lying? He fell in. No, they're saying you pushed him in. Which one is it? And then they said one of the young men, I believe, said, I didn't know he couldn't swim, ma'am. The mother said that they knew he couldn't swim. What does that tell you? Already getting that lie together. They stick together. So black men, when they become wealthy, they get accomplished, they think, oh, I'm going to go over here because you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and get acclimated to dealing with those people because, oh, that's where I want to be. I bought this table. I love it. Sorry. That's I'm going to go over there with them. That's what I'm going to do. Y'all got to meet some new friends. You know, I'm going to be a doctor. And did it within, you might end up dead. Why hasn't Becky been arrested? The white woman that reportedly pushed him into the water. And they're saying the mother says, hey, they knew he couldn't swim. But you would know that by a person's reaction in the water. Anybody who swims know you go into the water, you don't go in and start breathing, hold your breath. Then you're going to come up. A person that doesn't swim doesn't know that. When he didn't come up, you should have known then. Should have known then. They're probably watching. Should have known then. Now you got to get the community activist. And now they got something on change.org, which what happened is sad. You got to get the community activists, the black folks now, to try to press for an arrest. And I thought about it. If something would have happened to one of us, especially a black woman, would he be there? Why is she not arrested? Why? Why did they wait all that time and then jump in? A bystander. Why was she not arrested? The same reason. They're going to protect the women at all cost. At all cost. Part of the playbook. They said he's off the machine. Severe brain damage. Severe brain damage, just Google it. It says also known as severe traumatic brain injury, TBI, is a condition where a person is unconscious for more than 24 hours or has post-traumatic amnesia for more than 24 hours. I think, was a family given 3 days for him on that machine, I believe. Notice about that? Him being hooked up to the machine. So now he's off and can obviously breathe on his own. It says a TBI, traumatic brain injury, can cause long-term problems with thinking, memory, learning. Good luck being a doctor. Sorry to say that. Thanks to Becky. A TBI can cause long-term problems with thinking, memory, learning, coordination, balance, speech, hearing, vision, and emotions. And it can really affect your thinking. The hell it can. I went through that through not a joke. You know what it's like to wake up one morning and you don't know you got to try to remember if it's Tuesday or Wednesday because you're having a brain fog. You know what it's like to look at numbers on the screen. I had an issue with that one day because I suffered a TBI. I was looking on the screen, been trading for years. I was looking on the screen and didn't know about closing a position. I kid you not. I'm like, hey, which one do I know how to close where the money's at? What the hell? I've been doing this for years. Looking on the screen. Yeah. So it's serious. Why I'm saying, not being sarcastic. This is some serious CHIT up in this. This is serious. It's not a joke. And I didn't go through what he went through. Oh, God, no. This could affect his future about being a doctor. And who do you have to think? See, we think it's a whole new day and we think it's a whole new crew. I've even heard some young black people. I heard an idiot say this young idiot about, like back in the day. Well, all that's a long time ago, you think? You think? That happened a long. So you really think because you don't see any signs on the door that it's all gravy? How delusional. So this here, why isn't she arrested? Hello? They have a system in place. Some of our people, which we know what the deal is, but some don't know what time it is. They have a system in place. It hasn't changed. Behavior is taught. They have meetings with their people, with their children. They're on code. That's how you're able to have this system of imbalance and injustice for so long. Why? Somebody got to be on code. Sometimes some folks are playing it on cold and cool, and somebody else playing sometimes delusional fool. Why isn't she arrested? The same reason Carolyn Bryant wasn't arrested. Same reason. And it's sad. Here's your wake up call. So delusional. That's why I heard the video in closing about that young man talking about why they dating white women. Child, we don't. I mean, it's interesting for conversation. It's kind of laughable. And it's like, wow, are you really that dumb? Ice cream and a coffee. Negro, she playing the long game. But let's see when that divorce come up. So yeah, and see, black women, I don't blame you. I'm not trying to hear about no dawn. If I was you dating ice cream and some coffee, no, no, no. You already been standing by these black men for broke times since day one. If he broke, he's a joke. If he cannot protect and provide, and it can't be one or the other. Well, he know how to box up. What else you got? If he cannot protect or provide, he needs to move to the side. Don't need you. They play the long game. I said, look at this. This is so stupid. They're so delusional. But then, like I said, oh, that's how they are. These B1 athletes marrying white women. But when that divorce come, let's see if she gonna leave with some ice cream and Starbucks money. I think the hell not. Let's see when that divorce come if she is going to leave with Starbucks money. Can somebody please tell me? I already know the answer. Let's see if she gonna leave with ice cream money when that divorce come. That's when she clean your old dust bucket chocolate drop clock. Unbelievable. So naive. So this here, why isn't she arrested? Well, you know why she's not arrested. Brad and them not gonna go against their women like that. And look at him. Mm, mm, mm. Lord, all of this. Becky did this. Wow. Becky did this. And I guess they're probably still back in school, y'all. He up in a hospital with this little halfway helmet on. They're probably still back in school. Probably joke and laugh about it. And look at him. I wouldn't be surprised. Well, let's see. He might not be a doctor now. Look at him, but Billy. I see. Look how they done that boy, and they might start laughing. That's why these black men, child, supposed to be leaders. It's a joke. Even ones with money, it really, it's a joke. Supposed to be lead, really, and you think you accept it? No, they're not accepting you. They're accepting your money, boo. Look at him. Wow, this looks scary. And who did it? And where's her community to drag her for what she did? They'll be real quiet. See, that's what being on code looks like. It's going to be the same thing. Just like this case here, I'm willing to bet you. She'll get the same protection. And look how this happened long ago. This thing right here is dead. Carolyn Bryant. And that's what I said, thing. She'll get the same protection. But you think so much has changed. You're going to learn today. So this here, there are reports saying that they knew he couldn't swim. About a family member saying it. I guess it's too late to get out. Becky, they're saying push the man. Look at this. And that's gonna be a hell of a. I hope the medical insurance is good. That's gonna be a hell of a debt to pay. Can you imagine? He's 26, I believe. So imagine the debt that Becky has put him in. Now keep in mind, he's probably got, I would imagine, possibly some student loans. Get his master for Bachelor of Science. Now add these medical bills on to this. And he's been in there a couple of days. Add the medical bills on to this. Wow. And they're saying that he's not brain dead, but that there's brain damage. How the heck is he going to relearn what he learned before? Who did this? You took them as a friend? Honey, looks like your friend, in my opinion. Looks like Becky Boo is not your friend. What it looks like to me, for what she did to you, that woman might work for the Klan. And I'm out.